What fight fans, welcome back to another Vegas Odds Breakdown. I'm your host, the fight analyst Garrett Kerman. With me, as always, is my man Joe Danger himself, Jesse Hobson. What's up, man? How's it going?
We have a full slate of fights this weekend. We got Friday, Saturday, and then if I don't, take out the trash on Sunday, I'll probably be having one with the old lady. So a full weekend of fights, and I'm here to talk about them. What about you, sir?
Absolutely, man. I'm looking forward to it. We got LFA, Bellator, then we got UFC 282 on tap, but we're gonna talk about LFA for this breakdown. LFA 148 on tap Friday night, December 9th, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have the 170-pound strap on the line with Alfonso Leyva taking on Chris Brown. Let's just get right into the breakdown here. Look at that for you guys. Our first fight up on this main card on Friday night is a fight in the welterweight division between Jeffrey Craig and Ernesto Rodriguez. Right now, Craig minus 250 to come back on Rodriguez plus 180. Who do you got?
Yeah, Jeffrey unfortunately has the two first name syndrome here. Typically, I like to fade those guys, but something about the Joker smile just keeps me captivated. Both these guys are super green, so I'm not very confident in this one, but we are here to break these down. We're here to give you a little advice. And I think that Craig is just that much better. He faced adversity in his last fight, and he came away with the win. Rodriguez is decent enough prospect as well. It's a big test for both guys. I just think that Craig has a little bit higher of a ceiling. I'm going to pick Jeffrey Craig by decision.
Yeah, it's definitely not a fight that I really want to start betting on, considering, like you said, two guys are extremely green and you want to lay chalk at minus 250 on him. Granted, he might be the right side, but laying that chalk is just a little bit scary, considering, like you said, not a lot to go off of. They don't have a ton of experience, but ultimately, I think Craig is the right side. I feel like they're giving him a respectable win against someone that has 5 fights under his belt. Make Craig look good here. We know LFA is a feeder system for the Contender Series, so they always want to, make their prospects look good. It's always looked good when you have these undefeated prospects over at LFA, and then they jump ship to the Contender Series. I expect Craig to go in there, just be that much better than his opposition and get the job done.
Yeah, there's like you said though, there's not a lot of tape. I mean, there's enough to maybe, take a guess. I wouldn't put the money down on this one. Enjoy, get your whistle wet, and get ready for a couple decent ones coming up.
Yes, sir. All right. The next fight up is in the flyweight division, men's flyweight division, between Cody Davis and Alvaro Prado. Right now, Davis minus 515 to come back on Prado plus 375. Who do you got?
So at these odds, I understand taking a stab on Prado, but Davis is just too good to favor the unknown baby, as the boys call him. It's a weird nickname. Baby Assassins, maybe followed up with something once you get a little more established. Prado has literally beaten nobody, and his loss was against garbage competition. I'd expect Davis to show this kid a thing or two. Prado is definitely going to get a lesson on the mat. And Davis will probably come away with another submission win. I'm looking for Cody Davis to stunt on this young boy and get the sub. I wouldn't bet Davis at minus 500. So if you have the props available, look for him.
Yeah, definitely not laying the massive chalk on this one. Ultimately, he should be the right side. He's faced the better competition. He's looked good against good competition. Like his last fight, yes, he lost, but he still looked good there. And like I said, he's just a bit better than Prado everywhere. This is arguably his stiffest competition yet. And he's a big underdog for a reason, because it's the biggest test of his young career. I don't expect this a test that he's going to pass. And I think Cody Davis just shows him that there's levels to this shit. So Cody Davis gets the job done.
Yeah, the one question for me is like he's ranked 75 in Latin America. Couldn't they have put him up against maybe a little bit someone in his league? Who's to say what we really get out of this one?
Right. It's gonna be a toss up. All right, moving on. Talk about toss up. We got a fight in the women's flyweight division between Diane. I think it's Diane or Dione Barbosa and Mariana Piccolo. Right now, the line is minus 275 for Barbosa. The comeback on Piccolo plus 200.
So Miranda is a finisher and a really good prospect. I'm not sure how. Wait, dude, I'm talking about something completely different. Okay, sorry, I lost you for a second. First off, both of these two suck really bad. But but Piccolo, plus 200, plus 220 on some books, it's a downright travesty. This is a coin flip fight if I've ever seen one. In Piccolo, she has the youth, she has the weight, and she has the reach. So why wouldn't you take the dog odds against someone that is on a 2-fight losing streak? Or against someone that's on a 2-fight losing streak. I just feel like all the writing is on the wall for Piccolo to steal the show. I mean, maybe not steal the show per se, but at least put money in my pocket.
Yeah, I think the writing's on the wall that this fight's gonna suck. Let's put that way. And that we should probably just pass on this fight altogether. But if we had to go and bet on this, you'd probably take a stab at the dog. I don't think you're gonna bet a minus 275 that's coming off 2 losses. That's only 3-2, only fought 5 times, and you're gonna play her a minus 275. I don't care how good she is. No, you just either bet the dog or pass and think about something else. I can't really give a very eventful breakdown here, but because I'm not going to bet on this fight. To be honest, I really didn't do a ton of research on this fight because there's no way I would bet on either one of these two. So it's a dog or pass situation, but most likely pass.
Well, just so you know, Barbosa does have one decent loss. Like she lost to that one chick that won, a few weeks back. That's actually really, really badass. But outside of that, I mean, she really hasn't faced that great of competition either way. So, she has a loss against one good person, and then everyone else is dog water. Just take a shot on the dog here if you're going to take a shot on anybody. Or like it's going to be a horrible fight. So Piccolo by decision.
All right, let's keep it moving. Our next fight up is in the men's lightweight division between Richie Miranda and James Wilson. Right now, the odds are Miranda minus 250 to come back on Wilson plus 180. What do you got?
Yeah, so this is why I got a little confused because I saw Mariana and I saw Miranda. And Miranda, unlike Piccolo, is a finisher and a really good prospect. I'm not sure how he will beat Wilson, but I'd imagine Miranda finds the chin late. That's just a bold prediction. I mean, look at the boy. He looks like the Quagmire a little bit there. James Wilson with the large jugulars. He has heavy hands and the reach advantage. I take inside the distance just to be safe because Miranda can finish you on the ground. He can finish you on the feet. I just can't imagine this ending with Wilson's hand being raised. I'm not saying he's bad because he has a decent record. He's faced decent competition. Miranda's just better. That's really it. So I'm going to take Miranda inside the distance. If you're feeling froggy, take the KO because he might take him to the ground and ground and pound or just finish him on the feet.
Yeah, El Machete is what they call him. The dude is dynamic. He's explosive. He's got power. You can finish him on the mat. Which way he can get the job done. James Wilson, collegiate wrestler. He will shoot and shoot and shoot. But if he doesn't get this fight to the mat, it's pretty much that's all she's wrote. He's not a terrible striker by any stretch, but he's definitely not the better striker in this matchup. I feel like he's going to get tagged a ton. Wilson will fade going for those takedowns like he did in his last previous fight that he lost. And I feel like Miranda's going to take over and finish him inside 2 rounds.
Yeah, it looks like cousins of Darren Till versus the cousin of Gilbert Melendez.
That's so true. That's funny. All right, moving on to our co-main event in the featherweight division between Danny Silva and Kanan Kawai. Right now, Kawhi minus 120 to come back on Silva minus 110. Basically a pick 'em. Who do you got?
Yeah, this line has not moved. Kawhi, he's had the hardest time making it to the UFC, and he is fun to watch. He's an entertaining guy. It just doesn't seem to like calculate to wins. He's missing that final piece of the puzzle. Silva, on the other hand, he's a really good boxer, a good striker, and he's been a decision machine lately. He's been point fighting everyone. He has the hands to find the finish, though, but because Kawhi, isn't a slouch, I think this one actually goes the full 15, and both guys will have their moments, but I think Silva will probably get the nod here. He's just a little bit better. He's a little more polished, and Kawhi once again disappoints his family. I like Danny Silva by decision.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. I think it's gonna be back and forth. Both really good, tough strikers. Kawhi just had the luck of the draw going against Jonas Bilzerino, which was a tough fight for him. Seeing him get knocked down in the Contender Series, and he went against Chase Hooper, who just out grappled him to a win. So we've seen some holes in his game in his striking. We've seen some holes in his game in his grappling. I think this is where Danny Silva could possibly find some holes in his striking game and just be able to be the better, more efficient, and more technical striker, which he is, and just be able to stay on the outside and just pick him apart while Kawhi is just trying to get in range and not really finding the chin. So give me Danny Silva. I feel like he's got, like you said, outpoint him, outstrike him to a nice unanimous decision victory.
Yeah, this is actually my favorite fight on the card. I think this will be a fun one.
This is going to be a good one. Especially, and even the next one, too, in the main event between Alfonso Leyva and Chris Brown for the welterweight championship. Right now, Leyva minus 450 to come back on Chris Brown, plus 300. Basically a feeder fight, guys. This is as feeder fight as you could possibly get. This is as showcase as a fight as you possibly get. Leyva is a top prospect coming into this fight. They want to see him on the Contender Series, and I feel like this is what's going to happen here. But who do you got?
Yeah, unfortunately, like the singer, Chris Brown is a problem on the feet, and he does have a slight reach advantage here. Leyva, on the other hand, as you mentioned, he has the wrestling background, and he's going to have to utilize it from bell to bell to be able to get the nod and avoid the big punches from Brown. Brown does have heavy hands. He does connect. He does touch you up. Okay, so Leyva is 6-0. He's nearly 30. So if he can handle Brown, which I assume he does, I'd expect him to see, as you so eloquently put it, he probably will get pushed to the Contender Series very, very soon. Would I bet him at minus 400? No. But do I think Brown can outpoint him? That's going to be a no as well. Look for the prop play Leyva by decision, as I think that he wrestles and shows us why he will be a problem in the UFC, at least for the first couple fights.
Yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, this is a fight. This is a feeder fight. This is a showcase fight. Alfonso is a legit prospect. He's very good, especially in his ground game. And this is a 25-minute fight. So if I think he gets it done, I think he gets it done inside the distance eventually. I mean, it's a long time for Brown to be in there trying to grapple and get up and take it down. I feel like he's going to be extremely worn out by like the third round trying to get back up to the point where I think Leyva could either pound him out or possibly get a submission victory. But yeah, man, this is a fight where we're going to see Leyva get to the Contender Series. I don't know if he's going to wait until the Contender Series. I think he should after he gets a dominant victory here. But if not, maybe we'll see him in another three months. But I think he should take some time off, get this dub, and get that Contender Series call after this.
Yeah, so just for the record, the underdog pick was Piccolo, and then I guess the pick'em fight pick would be Silva. because I know everyone wants to see those. So we got the Silva decision and we got the Piccolo coin flip.
Of course, that's how it works. Everybody wants a dog here and there, but we give you what we got, guys. Okay, we're giving you winners regardless if it's a dog, it's a favorite. We're coming here to give you money, and that's what we like to do at the end of the day. But that's what we got for you guys for this week's breakdown. LFA 148 on tap, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on UFC Fight Pass. Don't miss out, guys. Head over to the VegasOdds YouTube channel. Like this video, subscribe, as also leave some comments. We love conversating with you guys. Tell us your picks. We would like to know